I hear many of the Shan Yue have surrendered to Wu, and it appears things have remained peaceful.
Surprising, given how deep their animosity was. Is this a testament to Lord Suan Chuan's skills, or...
He only agreed to peace because, in a fit of temper, I suggested I'd have no part in a war against them.
You call that a fit? But looking back on Lord Sun Quan's words, I feel that this may have been the right choice.
Hold on, there's one thing I need to say before we end the conversation. Huang Gai, don't you think you've been stealing all the attention lately?
That may be so, but it seems that this time I've stood out in a negative way. My words and actions have created a rift in the kingdom, and I must accept responsibility for that. Even so, I don't intend to stop voicing my opinions, because that type of open discussion is what we should strive to achieve in Wu. If for some reason my voice is ever silenced, then...
Hey, stop with that nonsense, Huang Gai. Remember, what must you do above all else? Lord Sun Quan has entrusted you with governing Shan Yue. That's a major task you ought to focus on.
Right. Stop being so gloomy about everything, or you'll make Zhou Yu irritable again. Although, I suppose I can't talk. I've been pretty negative myself.
You're right. I have duties I ought to be focusing on before anything else.
Lord Han Dong does so much for such little recognition, he deserves a much loftier position. Not one time has Lord Zhou Tai brought shame upon his family name.
We'll get to see Lord Sun Ce again, right, Mom?
Now that Jiangdong is at last peaceful, our next military objective will be...
To defeat Huan Zu once and for all? Surely? I doubt anyone would disagree.
I hope you're not saying that because of your personal vendetta.
Ling Tong wanting to avenge his father is no different than how all of us wish to take revenge for Lord Sun Jian. If such objectives remain unfulfilled, the morale of our troops will suffer.
I'm also in favor of going to war with Huang Zu. It's high time we settled things.
Likewise. I should very much like to see him slain. However, as the leader of Wu, I must weigh up the benefits and drawbacks of that decision. I do not think we should rush into a war with him, unless we stand to benefit in a significant way.
If that's your concern, then you needn't fret, as his territory is in Qing province. It has immense strategic value. Cao Cao has conquered Hubei after defeating Yuan Shao at Guandu, and is now looking to expand south, starting with Qing.
There are also signs that he had a hand in the rebellion at Lujiang. The threat he poses is becoming more and more immediate. The proposal makes military sense. We'd be removing a threat, solidifying our foundations, and positioning ourselves to be ready for war.
Indeed, Lord Zhou Yu, always taking the words out of my mouth. We should take Xiakou, then conquer Qing, and finally invade Bashu, to control the entirety of the southern half of the realm.
Lord Lu Su, did you really just say what I think you did?
Tell me, why would we do all of that?
It would be a means of protecting the people of Wu from Cao Cao. Cao Cao controls virtually the whole of the north. But if we take all of the south, he'll become unable to move against us.
A daring plan, to say the least. That path could lead to our lord controlling the entire realm.
Me? Controlling the realm?
You are very much capable of such a thing, my lord. Each and every one of us believes that.
So I have your trust. Then our next objective shall be Xiakou in Jing Province. We will bring down Huangzu and avenge my father.
I wonder, just how handsome is this officer with the clear-eyed gaze that everyone talks about?
Things have escalated quickly. In truth, I thought ruling the realm might one day be our aim. But now that I've heard those words from the others, the sheer weight of that idea is mind-boggling. Maybe you're right. Overthinking has long been a bad habit of mine. My brother once told me that it can also be a strength, but anything can be detrimental in excess. Everyone is excited about taking down Huangzu at the prospect of conquest and revenge. However, it seems evident to me that I am perhaps the one who most desperately wishes to see him dead. When I avenge our father, which is something even my brother could not do, I may finally be able to see myself as their equal. I think then I will be able to consider even greater ambitions without fear or hesitation. When Ce died, I realized that I'm a selfish kind of man at heart. I want to share in the sadness, the anger, the passion felt by the others. Yet, I always end up choosing the most logical or convenient path for me. But, in this upcoming battle, I will defeat Huangzu, no matter what. Then, I will be able to move forward as the leader of Wu. I will be relying on your skills out there.
Let's begin. Now then.
Yes.
Hi.
Don't let me down now. We will defeat our longtime nemesis and advance yet further. This battle will decide the future of our kingdom.
This is how it's done.
There is no reason for us to fear Huangzu now. We shall capture the enemy's bases, one by one.
Commence the advance.
Let's get
Ding
serious.
Tong, avenge your father. Do not be reckless.
I know, Lord Liu Meng. I will take down Gan Ning. Calmly, and with certainty.
Got this. An expedition's advance is essential to our cause.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We march at once!
Looking rough.
I will slay as many officers as necessary to fulfill my duty.
I know how to get the job done.
The worst is behind us. Make sure that doesn't happen again.
Let's go.
Proper strategy is the quickest way to victory.
Does not matter how many times you attack. We will send you running right back home. March!
Let's get serious.
Go on.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. Keep moving forward, just like
the enemy
planned.
officer has
We
been
will set
defeated.
off their trap and get them to lower their guard. Let's go.
Not where we are. Not bad. Advance! All of you, follow me! Go. Let's march!
Looking rough. Easy. Whoa. Got this. Can't.
Struggling out here.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
strategy can overcome any obstacle.
Looking rough.
An opening. Gotta be quicker. Take that.
Another one falls behind me.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Take that. Let's get serious. Take this.
Just don't get enemy officers like they used to.
An opening.
Is this the end?
The path we must walk is set. Onward, everyone! Start the advance!
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
To be charging in alone for the sake of valor. Guess you want to die.
I have defeated the enemy officer. I'm glad you're here. I was actually getting a little anxious.
I will slay as many officers as necessary to fulfill my duty.
Let's give it to them.
Take this! Begin the advance. All units, march! Begin the advance. Take this. Let's get serious.
Almost at our limits.
Proper strategy can overcome any obstacle.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Your strength has no bounds.
The enemy officer
Keep
has
honing
been
your
defeated.
skill. Amaze me once more.
Things have taken a turn for the worse. I must think of something quickly.
I knew you would come.
You've come to my aid? I can think of no ally more reassuring than you.
Take that. Time to act.
This is how you do run over yet.
Get us done.
Take this.
This is how you do it.
Take this. The path we must walk is set. Onward, everyone! Start the advance! Take this!
fallen off.
Let's get serious. Get serious! Take this! Turn the tables. All my might!
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
My strength is not enough.
Now that you are here, things do not seem so bad.
We are not giving up. Not here. We keep going.
There is little to worry about with your presence here.
Let's go. Advance! Stick close to me, now! Begin advancing!
I appreciate the help. I see our bonds are as strong as they can be.
This is not working out.
Got this!
As my training has been up.
Infested.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Looking rough.
Take this!
Bring him down.
Take this! This side of the battle is back in our
The
favor.
enemy officer
Keep pressing!
has been defeated.
Almost at our limits. Things have taken a turn for the worse. I must think of something quickly.
Excellent timing. Do you mind lending me a hand?
You've come to my aid? I can think of no ally more reassuring than you. I knew you would come.
Got this!
This here.
Take this! Chance to advance.
The enemy officer now has been defeated.
Start the advance!
Go on.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
The enemy is formidable. I must retreat.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Get it done.
Looking rough.
Superb fighting.
The enemy officer
Quality.
has
Want
been
to gain
defeated.
the trust of all.
I am glad you're here. I was actually getting a little anxious.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
And I think this...
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Gotta be quicker than that. Take this!
Where the hell am I getting cornered? Seriously?
The enemy
Thank
officer
you for coming to help.
has been defeated.
It's gonna be a breeze with you here.
battle is more intense than I anticipated.
Time to act.
I will continue to fight without complaint.
Take this! How graceful you were.
The enemy officer has been
I can't help
defeated.
but gaze at your feet.
Advance! All of you, follow me! Let's march!
Just don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Proper strategy is the quickest way to victory.
Needing to come to my aid. I guess it's an acceptable situation.
Let's get serious. Take this.
Wow, somebody even lazier than I am.
Take the fight to them! Stop their advance!
Take this.
Keep calm. It's not much of a trap if we know it's coming.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
The path we must walk is set.
Onward! Everyone! Start the advance! Draws here!
The enemy officer
Just don't make
has been
enemy
defeated.
officers like they used to.
Take this.
Uncommon display of skill
The enemy
from
officer
anyone else.
has been
From
defeated.
you, I expected.
They've taken the bait. Go and eradicate them.
Such an obvious trap won't faze us in the slightest. Counting now, push them back!
They've stopped. Perfect. Send out the ships. We're going after Sun Quan.
Looks like it's finally our time to shine.
Let's go! Advance.
Strong. Tigers they would claim to be.
Keep pushing to the end. The enemy's main hold is right in front of us.
Opening.
Now, advance!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Wow, somebody even
The enemy
lazier than I
officer
am.
has been defeated.
Wait here. We need to make sure it's safe.
I know how to get the job done. On me, we have the perfect use for a brute like yourself. Tear into the enemy forces. Get to Sun
The
Quan.
enemy officer has been defeated.
Pompous little... Forget it. I'll do my job. Simple as that.
Advance.
Hold. We shouldn't rush in.
Here he is at last. He is mine. Advance now.
The enemy was one step ahead.
Good. The enemy has been wiped out. Then it's time to take the fight to Huangzu once more. Commence the advance. We are going to stop here to observe our enemy's behavior.
So Ling Tong has gone after Gan Ning. I should also make a move. We'll take an enemy ship and enter into their stronghold. Commence the advance.
So, it's you. I should have expected this. Needless to say, no holding back. There'll be no regrets or grudges when this is over.
Prepare yourself, Gan Ning. I, Ling Tong, will have my revenge.
You're the son of that officer. So you want revenge? Well, I'm not just going to hand myself over to you on a platter.
Got you! So, you're coming after this shit, are you? I'll face you! Let's go! Let's go!
Not bad at all. You really are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms. How are you this strong? But I can't lose.
Let's get serious.
I won't.
You've become much stronger than before. Just my luck to have made such an enemy.
Take this with all my might. All my might. Don't do that. Looking rough. Take this. Looking rough. I see you. Got this. Try again. Take this. Looking rough. I see you. Turn the tables. Let's go. Time to end this.
I lost.
Looking rough.
Looks like I got a bit carried away. Time to retreat.
Let's get serious.
Damn it. I weren't able to get Gan Ning.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
First things first, we must finish this battle. Advance now.
Good. We fought off the enemy's offensive. Let us advance as well.
Forward march! Take this. Looking rough. An opening! Bring him down. Looking rough. An opening.
This territory is ours.
An opening. Let's go.
Their ship is now ours. Prepare to set sail. Anyone who is willing to join the assault on their stronghold, gather here.
Lord Louis-Mont, we are ready to sail.
Good. And none have been left behind? Then we will head straight for their base.
Now's our chance. Begin the ambush!
At last, we will be able to avenge our former lord. For us of the Old Guard, nothing could be more satisfying.
It does not lessen our regret. Still, it will allow us some closure of sorts if we can hunt him down.
It is high time we brought this to a conclusion. Once we do, our kingdom can finally look forward to the future.
How much longer can I remain loyal to Wang Zu? I wonder what Gaming thinks of this.
Got this. Prepare for battle. Chop, chop. Let's show 'em what we can do.
Prepare yourself, Wang Zu. We won't let you escape this time.
What? How have the enemy gotten this far? We must stop their attack here. Begin the advance.
We will not run. Our battle against Sun Quan will be decided here and now. Start the advance.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer
Now we're getting somewhere. Let's keep this momentum going.
Good eyes.
The enemy officer
I give up. I will resist no further.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Time to go in the offensive. Get ready, everyone.
All my might.
Take this.
Got this.
Almost at our limits.
You are indeed a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms. You have a gleam to you that others do not.
Things are really
The enemy officer
not, aren't
has
they?
been defeated.
This might just be entertaining.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's do this.
Let's get serious.
Take this. Too bad, rough. Gotta be quicker. Open it. Looking rough. Open it. Take this. Gotta be quicker than that.
See you. Let's go. So weird to fight? Blood races with anticipation.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself. It's time to show our solidarity. Ready yourselves at once.
This the end?
This is bad. Someone better get here fast. We're done for.
Got this.
I'm glad you're here. I was actually getting a little anxious.
It's not working out. My training doesn't work.
You knew just when to come to my aid. I was never worried that you wouldn't. Not in the least.
Excellent timing. Do you mind lending me a hand?
This is quite an embarrassment. I think I'm gonna have to go back.
The battle is more intense than I anticipated. Continue to fight without complaint.
All my might. That was an interesting bout. This is how it ends. Your life is mine.
I admit, I'm impressed by the force and cunning of your naval assault. The tiger will soon will not be hunted so easily.
So even the chief himself is ready for a fight. The enemy officer also has been defeated.
Needing to come to my aid. I guess it's an acceptable situation.
Here we go! The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's end this. Can't believe this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. One more for the glory of Wu. Take it up.
We will go and attack the enemy from behind!
You dominate the battlefield! You really are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms! Things have taken a turn for the worse. I must think of something quickly. We will now keep them at bay.
The enemy officer.
Now we're surrounded on both
defeated.
sides. We've made a grave mistake.
I appreciate the help. I see our bonds are as strong as they can be.
Because you've come to my aid? I can think of no ally more reassuring than you. Keep pressuring back.
You are no match for me! Time to end this.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
So their fangs have finally reached me. Perhaps this was inevitable.
I've been bested. Well, at least I made a mark on the battlefield. I've got nothing more to say. Whatever happens now is up to you. I finally done it.
We've defeated our nemesis. Shout out in triumph, as fiercely as roaring tigers!
It's over, isn't it?
Yes. We have finally avenged our father. And thanks to all of you, I've now accomplished something that even my brother could not do.
Brother, there's something I've been thinking. You ought to believe in yourself more. I'm not sure anyone other than you could have succeeded in defeating Huangzu.
I'm not so sure. But I'd like to believe you're right. Whatever the case may be, we shall no longer be haunted by our father's death. We can move forward as a kingdom. Let us continue to pursue our path to a safer and more prosperous nation.
Right. We have a lot to live up to. We mustn't forget, even for a moment, our pride as members of the Sun clan.
We will lay down our arms and surrender. None of us wish to give our lives for Huangzu.
Quite the rationalist.
My service to him was bought with coin. I'm not so dutiful as to die for such a man.
Gunning, what about you?
I mean, I'd rather live, but...
Good. That makes things simpler. And even if you did give yourself up, I wouldn't have accepted your surrender.
I'm not surprised. I've got nothing to say as long as you take Su Fei in. So go on. Take your revenge. We all know that when you go into battle, there'll be hatred on both sides. And when the dust settles, the loser rarely forgives the victor. That's why I won't beg for my life, nor will I apologize for killing your father.
Well, that is a rational outlook. My lord, executing someone as formidable as Gan Ning would be a waste. He would surely prove himself extremely valuable to our kingdom.
Wait a minute, Lord Zhou Yu. You cannot be serious.
I am sorry, Ling Tong. But I was thinking the same thing.
Lord Sun Quan, you have taken your revenge by defeating Huangzu. But I still haven't avenged my own father.
I know. I know how bitter and miserable you feel. But for now, I want you to direct that hatred at me instead. I cannot bring myself to have him executed after seeing his strength firsthand. I know it may be hard to stomach, but for Wu to make progress, we must gather as many soldiers as we can, and even let go of our grudges if need be. That is why we made peace with the Shanyue the way we did. And you are wise. You must know this already.
But Lord Sun Quan,
Ling Tong, wait!
Are you sure? I would be like kindling in Wu. One wrong step, and I'll end up burning the whole place down.
If you are kindling, then we just need to find the right use for you. We need men with experience in naval combat, and you certainly have that.
Oh, and what for?
The major warlords in the realm are preparing to fight over Jing province. Myself included.